EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going for it. It's Watson. That escapes the sack. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. No doubt it was a good season for McCaffrey. Finishes 6th in the league in rushing the football over 1,000 yards. But how about what he did in the passing? And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Hey, black 22! Black 22!
They begin with a run by Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Tiger! Down! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on second is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Tiger!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a toss running left. This is Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll come out in the pistol. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Richmond!
On 3rd down, Miller. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Newton steps away to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Being chased out left. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Travaris Cadet taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Going deep for Hopkins, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, and even 50 yards.
Richmond. Mike 5'9". I got one.
On first down, Watson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Tiger.
Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Tiger.
Here's Watson looking to throw on second down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Attention shifting back to Carolina as they come onto the field. And you talked about it earlier. They started 6-2. Everything was looking good. Then 7 losses in a row in 2018. Besides Cam Newton retooling and not maybe running as much, what else needs to happen in Carolina?
I have to start with Cam Newton and his running because they've wanted him to run the ball less in recent years. But what's that expression that Cam used? A lion's got to roar. Running the football is a part of me, and it allows him to feel like he's part of the game. Well, they've got to be more judicious about that. He just has to get healthy because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for... And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Tiger.
On second down, here's Miller. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle. They've got his man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 55 yards.
Flag down and out, Philly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Watson now to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Richmond.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Come back. Hey, got 4 down.
To throw is Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins from 8 yards out. And the Texans have broken the tie. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Newton to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Gun.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in the first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Back now in Houston. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It certainly is.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans have broken the tie. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunky yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Throwing now, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another first down. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's some strong running. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Miller. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.